joining me on another ingredient throwdown, a time each week where we are going to get together and we're going to go over a Plexus supplement one by one until hopefully we get through the whole line of products. And we're going to do them in quick-like fashion. We are going to throw down those ingredients. We are not going to spend a lot of time getting into the nitty-gritty and all the science and all the stuff that I love, but I know that's not everybody's jam. So our goal is to take a big picture look at what this supplement can do to change and improve your health picture. All right, so today we are going to cover the Mega X, Plexus's Omega product. But once again, Plexus has kicked it out of the park. They have done it right. They have done it better than anybody else out there, in my opinion. And here is why. But as always, I'm gonna always start it out with a did you know? So the first did you know? Did you know that every cell in our body not only has omegas in it, but needs omegas in it to carry out its functions properly? And to tie on with that, did you also know that omegas cannot be manufactured in our body? They have to come from our diet. And the second, did you know that up to 80% of Americans are believed to be deficient in omegas? And again, this is no surprise. That's why supplementation is so imperative in our diets. And the last, did you know that omegas are not only sourced from fish sources? There is a plant-based alternative called the ahi flower. It is a crop farmed in the UK, and this is actually the most complete source of omegas out there. And one harvested acre of this ahi flower will give you the same equivalent in omegas as 320,000 anchovies. All right, let's move on. Let's get into what's actually in this stuff. What makes this so important? Well, as always, Plexus has done it right. They have used plant-based ingredients. So we're deriving these oils not only from this ahi flower because Mega X is a complete source. So generally speaking, when we talk about omega supplements, we're talking about omega-3s, sometimes omega-6s. Now let me just back up a little bit on this. I'm going to get a little in the weeds. So the 3s and 6s, yes, very important, but there's also 5, 7, and 9, which also are important, and that's where Plexus fills in these nutritional gaps. What else Plexus does is that the 3s and the 6s ideally should be in the ratio of 1:1. However, we generally get those in the equivalent of 1:25. Now the problem therein is that the 6s, when they're broken down in our bodies, produce an inflammatory properties. Inflammatory, where what we are always after is anti-inflammatory. So yes, we definitely want a healthy inflammatory response in our bodies when it comes to injury, but we need to keep that in check and keep levels low. It's a big deal. All right, now we'll get back to what's in this. So again, plant-based, the ahi flower being the #1 ingredient. There are also other plant-based sources for these omegas in 3, 6, 5, 7, and 9. So pomegranate seeds, avocado oil, sea buckthorn berry, broccoli seed extract, and raspberry seed extract. So again, these are all plant-based, and we're getting the mix that we need, all while being non-GMO, gluten-free, and vegan. Now, not vegetarian because it does come in a gelatin capsule, so there would be an animal source in that instance. All right, let's move on over to benefits. Let's talk about the big picture benefits that I'm talking about. These are the takeaways I want you to get. So heart health being #1, we know that. You see that all over advertisements for other omega supplements. Heart health is a big deal. Also brain health, because some of these omegas are broken down into DHA, among others. It also is going to support a healthy, complete lipid panel, so even when it comes to triglyceride levels. Omegas are also responsible for stress management, and they cause relaxation. Another big one, eye health. And like we've already said, inflammation, keeping those levels low in our bodies. And it also has to do with insulin sensitivity, which has to do with blood sugar stability, two of the big pillars of our health. And that's just touching the tip of the iceberg on what omegas are responsible for. All right, let's move on to dosing. Now, these, like I said, are a gelatin capsule, but these are not the crazy size fish capsules that you get if you're using a fish source. What we have going on with the Mega X are small, and what do these smell like? Absolutely nothing, which is perfect, right? And in comparison, these are very small. Now the dosing on this is 2 capsules. Generally they're taken at bedtime. You can take these with or without food whenever is convenient. Now studies have shown that omegas are better absorbed if they can be taken with a meal, specifically a fat containing meal. But because of the relaxation that it can cause, it just makes most sense if you take it at bedtime. But it's not necessary. So whether you choose to take it with supper time, possibly, or if you choose to take it at bedtime, you just take it when you can get it in most conveniently. All right, let's move on to precautions. None. There are no precautions. Now, a population that this is really gonna serve well are our pregnant mommies, right? Our pregnant mommies whose babies need a clean source of DHA for that brain development. You are going to find that this is a great fit for that population, as well as any population, because again, we are deficient as a population in omegas. All right, y'all, that's all I have for you this week on the Mega X, Plexus's answer to a plant-based omega product. I hope you have learned something that you can take away on these big pictures that will serve not only you in your health goals, but will serve others that you know in theirs as well. And as always, if you are new to this Plexus train and have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm gonna list my website in the description box below. You can get on there, nose around, ask some questions. Curiosity is gonna get you on this train every time. And also in that description box, I'm gonna list some videos I've previously done. One on the Mega X specifically, where I get into more nuts and bolts of this product, as well as other Plexus videos I have done in this series. So until next time, where you just may wanna get back on this channel and we'll cover another product. Cheers to your health and happiness.